Welcome back to CIA Declassified. In the previous episode, we witnessed the immense physical effort required to lift a submarine from the ocean floor in Project Azorian, aka Project Jennifer. Next, we enter a quieter but far more pervasive world, the invisible currents of electronic intelligence, or SIGINT. Our focus is on Project ECHELON, an operation so vast and enduring that, for many, it remains the definitive example of government mass surveillance. Established in the 1960s, ECHELON was not a single technology but a cooperative agreement, infrastructure, and an automated data processing system designed to intercept and process international electronic communications. The foundational document that we're focusing on is CIA-RDP88B00446R000200050001-5. It outlines the operational protocols and cooperative agreements between the intelligence agencies of the Five Eyes. If you're not familiar with what that is, that's the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. The goal was simple. Before the widespread use of fiber optics, most international traffic, satellite communications, microwave links, and radio signals was accessible via large collection facilities. ECHELON was the automated mechanism to turn that fire hose of data into usable intelligence. It targeted three main communication pathways. 1. Satellite traffic, intercepting signals relayed by commercial communication satellites. 2. Microwave links, capturing long-distance domestic and international microwave transmissions, the backbone of early communications. And 3. Radio broadcasts, monitoring diplomatic, military, and commercial radio traffic. The physical manifestation of ECHELON was a chain of specialized listening posts strategically positioned around the globe. Each nation in the Five Eyes Alliance was assigned a specific sector of the globe to monitor, ensuring complete coverage. Let's look at the key collection sites that made ECHELON operational. First, we have Bad Aibling, Germany, decommissioned but historically vital. This station provided the crucial gateway into European and Middle Eastern communications traffic. Yakima, Washington, a massive domestic collection site that was essential for capturing Pacific communication relay. Menwith, England, perhaps the most famous and largest site in the network. Menwith Hill operates hundreds of satellite dishes covering the Atlantic and Indian Ocean satellite constellations, giving it access to traffic from Europe, Russia, and Africa. Pine Gap, Australia, officially the Joint Defense Space Research Facility. This remote desert station is jointly operated by the US and Australia. Its oscillation and location provide unparalleled access to communications traffic across Southeast Asia in the Pacific Rim. Waihopai, New Zealand, positioned in the southern hemisphere, this station specialized in collecting data from the Pacific Island nations and South American traffic, filling a key geographical gap. Canada, Canadian stations, though less publicized, were crucial for intercepting signals traveling across the northern hemisphere, including domestic microwave networks that often carried U.S. communications and maritime traffic in the Atlantic. This global network ensured that very little international electronic communication could bypass the Five Eyes dragnet. Collecting the data was only half the battle. The sheer volume of intercepted traffic was too immense for human analysis. The necessity drove the invention of the core technological system of ECHELON, the dictionary. The dictionary was an advanced automated keyword search and filtering system. Every piece of intercepted communication, telex messages, early email, diplomatic cables, commercial faxes, was fed into this system and automatically scanned against a massive, continuously updated list of keywords and watch list. The process was chillingly efficient. Ingestion, raw electronic data, often in the form of massive data streams, arrived at the listening post. Pre-processing, the system attempted to parse the data, recognizing different encoding formats and breaking the stream into discrete messages. The dictionary scan, this is where the automation occurred. The content was scanned for targets, names and addresses, high-value individuals, military units, and diplomatic offices. Technical terms, keywords related to nuclear technology, weapons proliferation, or specific military operations. and commercial secrets. This aspect became highly controversial as intelligence agencies were accused of spying on non-allied foreign companies, like Airbus, to give domestic corporations, like Boeing, a competitive advantage. Triage in reporting: if a message contained a match, it was flagged, translated, and automatically routed to the relevant analysts in the specific intelligence agency, NSA, GCHQ, etc., responsible for that hit. The entire system was designed to function with minimal human input, allowing the Five Eyes to effectively vacuum up the world's communications and only present human analysts with messages that contained actionable intelligence or potentially commercial opportunity. The document CIA-RDP88B00446R000200050001-5 was released publicly amid congressional and international pressure in the late 1990s. While it confirmed the existence and nature of the ECHELON project, the core technological and operational details are predictably masked by black, thick bars. By analyzing the structure of the redactions, we can pinpoint three major secrets the Five Eyes Alliance has constantly and consistently protected. 1. The algorithm and watch list. Section 3C. The largest continuous blocks of black ink cover the precise technical specifications of the dictionary software and the method for ranking keyword matches. Hypothesis. Revealing the exact filtering logic would be catastrophic if adversaries knew the specific keywords, the syntax of the search, e.g. searching for nuclear program versus nuclear and funding, or the threshold for flagging a message. They could easily evade detection by using simple code words or slightly altered phrasing. This capability is the fundamental secret. 2. The non-Five Eyes partnerships. Section 1B. There are heavily redacted lists that appear to contain the names of other cooperating nations or commercial entities that allowed the Five Eyes to plug into their communication infrastructure. Hypothesis. This redaction protects the integrity of the alliance's intelligence sources. Naming non-allied countries or major telecommunications companies that securely provided access to their networks could cause massive diplomatic fallout, expose agents with those entities, and force those nations to secure their infrastructure immediately, eliminating key collection points. 3. Fiber optic exploitation. Section 4A. The late-stage operational reports show increasing redactions concerning the method of collection after 1990, coinciding with the massive shift from satellite/microwave to fiber optic undersea cables. Hypothesis. The Five Eyes publicly emphasized satellite interception because it was technically easier to admit. The redactions here are almost certainly protecting the details of how they successfully tapped or subverted traffic flowing through the high-capacity, low-security fiber optics cable landing points, a far more intrusive and expensive method of interception that required working directly with or comprising cable operators. The public confirmation of ECHELON in the late 1990s and early 2000s led to significant international outcry. European Parliament inquiry. The European Union launched an extensive inquiry into whether ECHELON was being used for economic espionage against European companies, violating privacy rights. The report concluded that while difficult to prove specific economic harm, the existence of a global surveillance system was undeniable and necessary safeguards were missing. The privacy debate. ECHELON fundamentally shifted the public debate about privacy, demonstrating that governments had long possessed the capability for mass non-targeted surveillance. This debate intensified years later with subsequent leaks concerning digital surveillance. Despite the controversy, the principles of ECHELON, automated keyword filtering, global collection, and close intelligence cooperation, did not vanish. They simply evolved, adapting to the internet age. ECHELON was the analog satellite-driven precursor to modern digital surveillance. Project ECHELON stands as a monument of Cold War cooperation and technological ambition, an early warning system that became an insatiable information sponge. It proved that once an infrastructure of surveillance is built, it is rarely dismantled, it is merely upgraded. Thank you for tuning in to this deep dive into the massive secrets of the Five Eyes Network. Please like this episode and share it with someone who cares about the intersection of technology and government secrecy. In our next episode, we are veering into a category of classified research that is decidedly out of this world. We're leaving the secure, data-driven realm of the NSA and examining a topic that remains shrouded in mystery, popular culture, and decades of of official denial. In our next episode, we will analyze documents surrounding the U.S. Air Force official investigation into unidentified flying objects. Focusing on the final controversial report, we are opening the files on Project Blue Book, the official investigation into UFOs. Document CIA-RDP78T04758A0027 00010001-6. We will examine the most compelling cases, the role of scientific advisors like J. Allen Hynek, and the official and highly debated conclusion that ultimately shut the project down. Tune in for our next episode, CIA Declassified, Project Blue Book, the official investigation into UFOs. Until then, remember, maintain your vigilance, question the shadows, and keep your critical thinking sharp. I'll see you in the archives.